And then the lower half is to log every other kind of communication that you may or may not receive from your clients. When you first look at this, however, there will be no communication types to choose from by default. So what we want you to do is click the bubble right beside the drop-down menu, and then you can add in all of the different types that you may receive from your clients in future. So as an example here, we could put walk-in as a type. Once you have those types in your list, you can choose from them, and then you can actually create searches based on those types later on, and we'll show you how to do searching in a few minutes. Let's pretend that you make an agreement with your client. So you place an agreement on their file. And let's pretend that it was a 4% discount on their next invoice. Now, 4 months goes by, client gets the invoice from you, and they're thinking maybe you don't remember the original agreement. So the client calls you up and says, I thought we agreed to an 8% discount. And you might be thinking, pretty sure we said 4. So what you can do now is you can say, well, hold on a second. Let's go ahead and verify this. So you head on over to the client's file, and then you run a search. You don't have to go to the client's file to run that search. You can just go to the advanced form. And you can do so actually by going to the bottom right and clicking the little circle with the notepad on it or the phone icon with the notepad. They allow you to run searches in those particular sections. So once again, we're going to click the magnifying glass. Then we're going to change the type that we want to look for. So we probably want to look for our agreement. We may not care if it's resolved or not or who it was intended for in the office, but we would care about the client in question. And then you would probably care about the date in question as well. So you may call up the date range of the beginning of that week to the end of that week. And then you would run your search. So once you've got your search in here, immediately it will come up and say, okay, here is the agreements that you placed on this client's file within that time period. So you can immediately turn around and say, we agreed to 4%. It's on your file here. And if you don't believe me, I can pop this off to Excel by clicking the Export to Excel button at the top, attach it to an email, and give it to the client right away. And because you found it so fast, usually the client will go, oh, that's right, it was 4%. So as opposed to having this sort of information in a stack of paperwork and then trying to dig for that while giving the client time to argue with you and maybe possibly just giving into their demands to get them off the phone so you can get back to your day. So this can be a very important defensive tool for you and your staff.